I heard a phrase the other day, and it really got my brain mushing, and I thought it'd be nice to share it with you all.
Yeah.
So it was the phrase was going postal. Any guesses as to what that means?
I know what it's from.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's
the origins.
From the post office worker that went literally insane and like went nuts in a post office and like killed people and stuff.
Wow.
Isn't that what it's from?
I don't know. I just knew it meant getting really mad.
Yeah.
Like going ape.
No, yeah, he went postal.
Wow.
If you will.
So that's a dark start to the
episode.
You know,
isn't that not what the setup was?
No, I didn't know.
What did you think it was?
I just thought it was a funny phrase for getting mad, but
oh. Yeah, no, it was a post office worker that went insane and like yeah. It got messy at the post office.
Well, hey, welcome to season 5 of the Everything Bagel podcast.
Bagel.
Yeah, welcome to season 5.
Hey, welcome to season 5. This is our bloodiest season yet.
Yep.
Our most mature.
We're actually going to
season
change to a true crime podcast.
Yep.
Effective immediately.
We're no longer rated C for clean.
Common.
I was going to say we're rated E for
everyone.
Everything Bagel.
We're rated EBP.
Explicit Bagel.
Explicit Bagel podcast.
No, I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
we'll
that's
drop the
move.
occasional stink, the occasional crap,
here and there.
occasional
Not
suck.
often though. We want to make sure our advertisers don't want to leave.
Oh yeah, not much. Yeah. Well, when we're doing ad reads, we keep it clean, keep it squeaky.
Which I mean, we're doing constant ad reads.
Just a lot. Yeah. Expect a lot this episode.
Oh yeah, season 5, big changes coming. It's a explicit podcast,
Yep.
explicitly funny.
Yeah.
And also we have advertisers now.
Yeah. Explicit money.
But you don't get to know about them. It's kind of more of like a thing we have going that we don't tell anyone about.
Yeah. It's more of like
us and our advertisers.
we like to think about our ads.
Yeah.
And we'll give you time to think. Once this episode's over, or really any time, you can press the little train tracks vertical lines button. That means pause on your phone.
Okay. Yeah.
Or on your laptop or on your iPad or whatever your TV, whatever you're listening on. And you can just go ahead and think about whatever product you want to think about.
If you're watching on YouTube, we also have like sneaky ad placements throughout the videos.
Yeah.
And like that's kind of our version of promoting a brand. Mm-hmm. So.
Yep. So welcome. And this is Ethan, my friend.
It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
We'll admit it.
It's been a minute.
We're big enough to admit that.
We'll admit it.
We're big enough to say, hey guys, it's been a little while.
We weigh enough to admit that it's been quite a while.
Yeah.
But that's okay, and we're back. And Ethan, what's something that's happened in your life that is silly since we've last recorded?
That's silly.
Yeah, just a silly.
I don't know
thing.
about silly, but I hung Christmas lights yesterday
nice.
and like bought a Christmas. I just went like Christmassy. I woke up yesterday morning and was like, I need to get Christmassy up in here.
Bro
and
went
so
postal on.
I went
those
postal
Christmas
in
lights.
Lowe's and Walmart.
Wow.
I bought Christmas lights. I bought outlet configure thingies. It like changes the way I hung my Christmas lights. I changed my porch light. I put in a little thing that changes from a socket for a bulb to like a plug outlet because I don't have any outlets outside my apartment.
Oh, yeah.
So I put one of those in and then plugged in the lights and hung those. And then I bought a Christmas tree.
Nice.
And then
Is it real? Fake?
no, it's fake.
Okay.
Yeah, it's super fake. It has like
So-
the fake snow on it too.
Theoretically, how much cheddar you spending on that thing?
Theoretically, it was like
If you theoretically are fine with sharing, like
it was like $80.
okay, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I
That's
thought
like how
so.
much you'd
It was
spend on a real
pre-lit. It was 6.5 feet tall. It had
Okay.
a metal base and it had snow on it. And I was kind of like, well, we don't get snow in Ohio, and I really miss snow while I'm here. Like that really bums me out. So I'll get fake snow on my tree inside.
Nice.
And so while there is none outside, there's always some inside.
Wow. So every time you come home, you think like there's a hole in your roof.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no,
Oh.
there's snow
Stink!
in my house, and then I go, oh yeah, I bought a snow tree.
Okay. Yeah.
So
That's
it's
fun,
usually
though.
about 5 minutes of terror, and then
I think people need more terror.
yeah, there's not enough terror in
Well-
life these days.
Yeah.
Hey, it's season 5.
I stand
That's
by.
what we're into.
We need more strangers to go postal on us.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, it's season 5. That's what we do now.
yeah.
How about you? Anything silly happen?
So,
Has it been, what, 3 months?
I'll tell you, it's been a while. I'll tell you, I went Black Friday shopping, I think for the first time in my life. Never actually gone to a store on Black Friday.
Huh.
And I bought these new sweatpants, and I'm like obsessed with them.
What are they?
They're American Eagle. I got them like 40% off. So talk about cheddar.
Talk about not much cheddar.
Yeah. And you know, when people say they're like obsessed with something, like,
yeah.
The new Miley Cyrus album, dude, I'm obsessed. Like they don't actually mean obsessed. You know
but
that?
You mean it.
Well, yeah, like they mean that they just like it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like I think mine's diagnosed, like obsessive.
Like you don't think about much outside of those sweatpants.
Yeah. Like this is probably the last episode of season 5 because I'm probably going to be admitted into a
Psych
PW.
ward.
Yeah, psych ward. If you
A PW.
Psych ward, just
Is that what it's?
that's what us wardies call it.
It should be a SW.
No, it starts with a P.
I know, but it doesn't. It doesn't sound like it. And so, if you said SW, I would have faster made the connection to psych ward than I would PW. It's like what, prisoner of war?
I guess
That's what
POW.
I immediately thought. Prisoner of war. I did not think psych.
But if I said SW, you'd probably think I'm saying like Sasha Williams or something. Like, who is that?
I probably Serena Williams, but yeah.
What if I said VW? Would you then think I was saying Venus
Vietnam
Williams?
War.
Oh.
Yeah, Vietnam War for sure.
So okay, what if I said RF? What do you think of?
Like one of those scanners.
Oh, I was going to say
Walmart,
Roger
RF
Federer.
Scanner.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Roger Federer. No, that has a P in front though, doesn't it?
You're thinking of Federer.
Yeah.
Adam.
Great tennis player.
Yeah, no, he's great. He's one of the best. So if you want to, would you be able to score a point against Venus Williams in a...
I could score a point against Adam Federer for sure. Roger Federer, maybe.
Okay.
Serena Williams, no. Venus Williams, not really, no. And that exhausts my knowledge of tennis players.
I could definitely land a plane during a Venus-Serena match in Wimbledon.
I could land a plane.
If the pilot,
became incapacitated, went
if
postal.
he was, yeah,
if someone went postal,
he was the
on
recipient
him,
of a postal worker.
if someone posted him,
PW, we can say.
That one makes more sense.
Yeah. Well,
I'll take it.
it's awesome. So that's the silly thing I did was I went post.
Did you buy multiple pairs or just the one?
Just one.
Really?
I wasn't sure if I would like them.
Did you try them on, or did you just see them and go, "Yep, that's it"?
Well, it was American Eagle on Black Friday in a mall, so there were a lot of people there.
Did you go at like 5 a.m.?
No, like 10 a.m.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't comfortable dropping my pants in there to like try them on.
So they have like little rooms. It's really cool. They have like little rooms that you can go and change into whatever you might purchase.
Like behind the cash register?
No, usually in like the back corner, and then you just like you put it on and you go, I don't know, do I like it or not? And then you can decide there.
Do I need to say that out loud, or can I just think it?
You usually have to say it.
Oh, so
otherwise
it's not
I think
like
you're
an
gonna steal it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like the workers stand at the door with their ear cupped against it and go, "You better be trying something on in there."
Do I like it or not?
All right, good. Room 5 is good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Can I try a 34W?
I didn't get the last part, but
I didn't either.
Okay.
I don't know what I said.
Either way, I have never. No, I did. One time I went Black Friday shopping with my parents because my dad wanted a drill.
Sick.
And we did like the full on get up early and go.
That's awesome.
We did it once, and then just collectively as a family, we're like, "Nah, we're not doing that ever again." And then we never did.
Did you get the drill?
I'm pretty sure.
That's a dub.
Yeah. We went to Lowe's. It was like Lowe's, or maybe it was Home Depot. Either way, went to a home improvement store at like 5 a.m. And I was like, this is weird.
Yeah, that sounds like an odd way to wake up.
I think it's been interesting the change. I don't know if you've seen it, but Black Friday, with the advent of online purchasing and Cyber Monday, Black Friday has become so much less of a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when's the last time you saw a line for a store on Black Friday? Or like stories of a line for a store?
On Black Friday.
Okay, well...
There was a line for Bath & Body Works and GameStop.
What is Bath & Body Works selling?
I waited in line for it.
It was like 10 a.m.
By then it was like noon, probably.
And they hadn't opened yet?
Well, okay. It was a line to like, they weren't letting a lot of people in at the same time.
Oh, no. I mean like people get to the store at 1 a.m. So that they can be first in line to get in and get whatever they're getting at.
I haven't seen one of those ever.
Really?
Not in person.
I feel like that was so common back in like when I was 8 years old or something. I was like Black Friday, is everyone going to the store and like standing at the door and then running in there to get. Usually it's TVs for some reason. I associate Black Friday's sales with just TVs.
Yeah, I think the TV industry and the Black Friday, big TV and big Black Friday are kind of the same like
they're
wavelength.
working together.
Yeah, their TVs are getting cheaper. Black Friday is not. There's not as many lines, so it's like the same thing.
I think the big Black Friday has actually been meeting in back rooms with Big Cyber Monday. And so now that's kind of a thing.
And they're saying,
Yeah, exactly. No, it kind of affects my job, actually. I changed positions.
Okay.
So I used to be on inbound, which is like receiving the product from Vietnam and China and stuff.
Yeah.
And now I'm over retail, which is the department that ships products to like the actual stores.
Okay.
And so we've had an insane past 2 weeks in preparation for Black Friday.
Yeah.
So, but then our e-com sector that runs in the same building has been just getting slammed because of Cyber Monday stuff.
Okay.
So it's like, I think companies do both and are like doubling, like before it was just Black Friday because online shopping wasn't really a thing.
Yeah.
Now with online shopping being a thing, it's a combo of the two. And so they're just like raking it in.
Yeah. That's crazy. I mean, I feel like every 8th day I've gotten an email about like a Prime Day. It's like always Prime Day.
When is Prime Day?
It happened at least 4 times this fall. Like it was usually like, I feel like it's Prime Day more often than not, Prime Day does not seem to be once per year. It's not an annual. It seems to be like 2, 3, 4 times a year. Usually it's for like 2 or 3 days at a time.
Yeah, that too.
So Amazon, what are you doing?
And it's never like near a holiday. I feel like Prime Day is always like July 19th and you're like, all right.
Yeah, cool. Great.
There's nothing coming up.
Yeah. Reason to get up on July 19th, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Capitalizing on, I guess, being the only people offering crazy sales. I don't know. Also, I feel like the sales aren't that crazy.
Yeah.
I see sales and I'm like, you just dropped it down to what a normal price would have been. I don't know.
I think I can hear. Can you hear that? The Amazon infrastructure is cracking.
Yeah, I think we're tearing it apart slowly but surely. You see, the amount of Amazon trucks on the road is also crazy. That's just as I just drove here and I was like,
yeah,
they're everywhere.
I don't understand the how any of that works. That's all I have to say on the matter.
All right.
All right.
Good.
Crazy stuff.
We also went to a wedding.
That's true. We did.
Recently.
It was fun. Ethan Jepma.
Yep.
He was on episodes.
Now Mr. Jepma.
Oh yeah. Well,
to us.
It's cool. His name is now Ethan Jepma. It sounds different.
Right.
His name is Mr. and Mrs. Ethan Jepma.
Yes.
So I think first name Mr. and
middle name Mrs. Ethan.
Last name Jepma.
Oh yes, they split the Ethan. That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
it's his last name is Ethan Jep, and then he got a master's degree, so it's MA. So Mr. and
Master
Mrs. Ethan Jep, MA.
Yeah, he kind of really butchered his name. I'll be honest. It's hard to say now. He really messed that one up. He's never getting on a flight again.
Which episodes was he on?
He's been on 2, I think.
It was episodes.
He was on the final episode.
Yeah.
One of our previous
Big,
final
wet,
ones.
Red, juicy apple.
He was on that one. No, he wasn't. That one was just Keziah.
He was on. Oh,
he was on episode like 3.
Season or number 3, episode 3, season's finale.
Oh no way, really?
With Keziah and Ethan.
Yeah, that was at home. Big Fat Red Juicy Apple was our virtual episode with just Keziah.
That was the end of season 2. That was with Keziah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rip her cat.
That was a funny episode.
So yeah, alumni of the pod. He got married.
Yep.
Yeah, it was fun. What are your thoughts on his wife?
Fantastic. I mean, I thought it was a great fit. I don't know. It's fun. I love seeing the boys. That's into that sentence. And then I also love seeing the boys with someone.
Period.
That like, think of it like with Joseph and his wife. And I don't want to drop their names just because I don't know what their stance is. And Ethan and his wife now.
Yeah. Venus and Serena.
Right. Sure. It makes me happy seeing them with someone that makes them like really happy, and also seeing them interact with them is kind of funny because like I mean, we've seen Ethan and Joseph in non-husband mode.
I've seen him talk to plenty of dudes. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, we've seen him in non-husband, non-boyfriend mode, and it's like completely different because they're like, I'm not saying like a bad way or anything, but just funny seeing like Ethan be like working on moving to the new house and wedding planning, last minute stuff, and also being like, this guy, like, I lived with him for years, and it just kind of made me chuckle here and there. It makes me very happy to see him though, and it was so fun.
Yeah,
I don't know what like. I have something I want to like call out from the wedding, but what do you have? Not from the wedding, just from like the weekend, and just something I was like, dang, I forgot how fun that is.
It was fun. I feel like, I mean, obviously we've been out of college now for a little while, and it's different to like be friends with somebody for a while versus like new friends. I spend a lot of time these days with like newer friends, as I'm sure you do. Like some of the guys you know from work, like those are newer friends.
Yeah.
But being like, I mean, we've been friends in like the other guys for like 5-6 years, and so a lot of memes from college, which is fun to just like rehash some of those. So I feel like I laughed a lot over the weekend, which was fun. Not as much of that anymore, like on the daily basis, but in college I feel like we were goofing around all the time. You know? So it was good times.
Yeah, 100%. I'm kind of on that. That's where I was kind of going into it too, where it's like it's just fun. Like you were saying, being friends with someone for a long time, because I was thinking the same thing. It's like, I have like people at work I know, and some people here and there that I'm acquaintances with you and I'll see you, but you end up you go out to Oregon and everyone gets together for the wedding. It was in Oregon, and it's just like you immediately can like get right back. It's like you weren't even gone, and you're just like right back to that level of like we've been friends for years, and everyone's kind of back to the old shenanigans, and also like silly stuff. Like we all stayed in this one apartment together and just doing nothing. It just felt like the dorm again, where it's like you didn't really do anything because we didn't have anything we could do really. And so we were just kind of like sitting around in the apartment, goofing off, chatting. It was just like a really good time seeing the guys again.
We had like 4
we had so many air mattresses,
and we like
but no
stacked them on top of
blankets.
each other. Yeah, no blankets. I think we
No
all
pillows.
used probably a sweatshirt for a blanket and sweatshirt for a pillow.
The first night I was cuddled up underneath my jacket.
Yeah.
And then I used my sweatshirt as like another blanket. I just wore it.
Yeah.
And then Joseph and I shared a really long pillow that we had because neither of us had a pillow. And that's how we slept like every night there, actually. We shared a pillow like every night.
Oh, yeah. I slept really bad.
Oh, every night was terrible sleep. Just garbage. And then I snored apparently.
Oh, yeah. That was bad.
I didn't know that was a thing that I do.
Embarrassing for you.
We do now. It's tough.
Learn something new every day, I guess.
Yeah. So I felt bad about that. I told Joseph he needed to like kick me, and then he eventually did. But,
kick?
Yeah, I'd be like, "Hey, wake up, bro," or like, figure it out. But
did he?
Honestly, the last night he did.
Good for him.
Yeah, I think he was finally fed up enough. But it was a great time. I had a fantastic time out there.
I'm still thinking about Troutdale burritos.
Yeah, crazy. Ethan has a weird knack of just finding just the most unreal burritos that you can never replicate anywhere.
The burrito was insane.
Because there's that one, and then you weren't there for it, but on spring break years ago, we had these burritos down by his house that were just unreal and just never had anything like them ever again. And even Troutdale's like very, very good, but like in a different way. So it's like he just has this crazy knack at finding burrito shops that are unreal, and you can never, like, you have to go to either back down to Florida or out to Oregon to have them again.
Yeah, big burrito guy.
Yeah, he's good at it.
Yeah,
but
it was fun.
I had a great time.
Fun weekend. Yeah, good to see everybody. Fun to see Caleb as well.
Yeah. Landon. I never really like knew him too well, honestly, just because like our paths like never crossed. Super funny guy. Super fun hanging out with him.
I would say he's a good taste in podcast because he usually listens to ours.
Oh, really?
So he might be listening right now.
Dude, he is like the most chill person I think I've ever met. We were like we were trying to figure out leaving for the airport, and I'm when it comes to airport travel, for some reason I'm a pretty stressful guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what it would take, but I don't think that dude ever gets stressed.
He would look out the left window and see the engine on fire. He'd be like,
dang, dude,
take a nap.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Just
right
out.
engine goes out. Just all right.
Both engines out. He'd just be like, yo.
somebody went postal. Like, that's crazy that they're doing that right now.
How did it go? I had a flight that left at like 6 a.m. or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like making up times now because I kind of forgot all my flight times. But just for the story, I had a flight that left in the morning, and I was like, yo, I'm stressed about this. I don't want to get stuck in Oregon because I have to work the next day. So I'm going to get there pretty early. And then he had a flight that left at like, it was like 5 or something. And I was planning to get into the airport at like 4:30, I think, something like that. So I could get through TSA and have like plenty of time. And he had a flight that left at like 5. And he's like, I'll just come with you. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, that's 30 minutes before your flight leaves. He's like, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Like, that was, he was just like, it'll be fine. And I was like, all right, dude, like I can move it back. He's like, no, it'll be fine. I was like, okay. And like, we're waiting in the TSA line. I'm getting stressed for him.
Yeah, he's just
standing there like,
fine.
Absolutely super chill.
Awesome.
And got through TSA, and then I was like tying my shoes, after putting them back on. And he just like was standing there like, waiting for me. And I was like, you can go. Like, you can go. He's like, we're fine. And sure enough, he like makes it to his gate and just hops on the flight, completely
That's
normal, no
awesome.
issues. And I was like, I would have been a wreck.
Yeah.
I would have probably just got my own Uber
Yeah.
and been like, I'm just gonna take myself in.
When
like,
he got
Yeah.
his flights round trip for like $8.50.
yeah,
This is not $850. This is $8
this dude's
and
paying
50
like
cents.
a total
850 pennies.
including cents. Like this dude pays like 4 digits for flights, and it's like $11.30.
When you can say the dollar amount and the cents for a
Yeah.
flight, that's when you know it's real cheap.
Yeah, when you're not rounding to the nearest whole hundred,
Yeah.
that's
But,
a cheap flight.
Yeah, I don't understand how he did it, but
I don't either. But
I guess he used Frontier.
yeah, and he also came with literally a backpack.
Well, I mean, which is the classic Frontier move, but
Yeah, but I was just like, that also shocked me too. Like,
All
it's
of
a
it.
wedding.
where
And
did he put his wedding clothes? That's probably 3/4 of the backpack.
I don't know. It was shocking. And then also, you
Shocking.
call it the fact that he came in at like midnight, I think,
Oh,
and was like, no, we can just leave me here. And he slept on a table
in the airport.
in the airport, even though he was in Oregon. And then we were like a 20-minute Uber,
Yeah,
maybe.
which would have been 6 times his flight cost. So
Yeah, honestly, I guess
now.
if you paid $11.50 for a flight, then you're kind of stressing about a $30 Uber. He's probably was like, oh, no.
He was committed to the bit. I'll give him that.
I don't think it was a bit. I think he just was like, oh, this is perfect. Look at that table over there by the Wendy's.
I couldn't do it. I'm getting old.
I could
Getting
not.
too old now.
Yeah. I don't know if it's getting old or just being like working a full-time job and having money to purchase, not even luxuries, just conveniences where it's like, I'm not going to sleep in the airport. I'm going to Uber myself where I need to be.
Yeah,
Stuff like that.
yeah. I feel that. I'm getting there.
It's
So-
very nice. But
yeah.
yeah, that was Landon.
Landon, if you're listening, can you like somehow get us the answer to how you got that flight?
His answer was always just like, I just watched the site.
Forever?
Well, he said he works like night shift for, what's it called?
Yeah, that's true. Cedarville.
Also, his friend having the world's weirdest job.
Oh, Roman?
Yeah.
Being the... he was the guy who went and when somebody died, he like
He picked him up.
grabbed him and
He's
brought
like-
him
but he
into
had
the
to like
shop.
dress it. He was on call, and so he had a suit ready. And he was like, this is like his job. He's like on call for a funeral home, and when someone died, he had to throw on a suit, go to the place, meet up with his buddy, get in the hearse, and go pick him up.
Yeah.
And then one time, I guess he had to cut out a pacemaker from a dead guy.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's just like
It's really fun stuff.
just insane.
I envy him.
And it's like not even. I would want more.
It's got to be the worst job I could possibly think of.
Yeah.
Probably. So he's also a realtor, I guess. So
Yeah.
I think they call him any hour of the day. He gets in a suit. He hops on it in his car or his hearse, I guess, and then he either goes to sell a house or
Yeah.
just scalpel out a pacemaker.
Realtor shows up to your showing in a hearse. What's the vibe?
Scary.
Yeah.
Yep.
You trust him?
Nope.
Yeah. No.
Depends.
I'm assuming the hearse is probably owned by the funeral home.
I can't imagine they make you like out of pocket buy a hearse for this job, but yeah.
They make you lease it.
Yeah. So was there a joke there?
No, I just was thinking about the job again. I was like, that's a crazy job. That
is wild.
I don't know why it really exists.
Couldn't do it.
I feel like just throw him in an Uber
Yeah.
and just call it a day.
Yeah, just really big backpack
Yeah.
and just throw him in there.
Or like, why doesn't the ambulance just take him? They're already there.
Probably a lot of money. I mean, he's dead, so it's like doesn't really matter that
That's
much.
true, actually. Yeah, because our ambulance ride's like a quick $3,000.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'll just Uber to the hospital.
Yeah, dude. I just drive myself.
Yeah. So that was fun. But yeah, fun weekend. Good times.
Yeah. Not so fun weekend. This past weekend.
Ooh, what happened?
If we're jumping over.
Oh yeah, we're talking.
We don't do this much. But I think.
Yeah. Wait, what's the Fox theme? Is that it? No, that's the same thing.
Oh, it's like got drums in it. Oh man.
I'm gonna look it up. Fox.
No, it is. Dun 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 bam. It is. That's college football on Fox.
It
It's
is, really?
dun 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 dun
Is
dun
that
dun
it?
dun 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 dun.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, and that's NFL on Fox, but
Crap.
we're talking about college
I'm talking
football.
about college football. God. Dang.
That was our setup for that.
Wait, I think one time in Jubilate we played the that theme. Let me pull it up. Nope. NFL, is that
What are you looking for?
theme? It's not working. Anyway, I've been trying to get into football this year, guys. It's officially happening. I'm getting into football, and you know what? It's fun to understand what other dudes are talking about. But you know what sucks is that when you care and then your team biffs, you get sad.
Yeah.
And
I want to just while we're on that topic,
yeah, go for it.
I want to talk about something that I have held as a belief for a while now. And that is, it is more painful to be a fan of a good franchise versus a bad franchise.
Yeah.
And here's my rationale. It's a lot of people like agree with it, but I also like to give an explanation. I'm a Bruins fan, Boston Bruins.
Go Tigers.
2011 Stanley Cup champions, make the playoffs most every year. We missed in like a couple of years, but anyways, last year we were the best team in the league and we lost in the first round of the playoffs.
That's sad.
That hurts. I'm a Buckeyes fan too.
Go Bucks.
We lost against Georgia in what was essentially the college football playoff finals because whoever won was just going to go and dog walk TCU because TCU is not a good football program and didn't really belong in that playoff. But that's besides the point. So all I'm saying is like when you are a fan of a team that is good, you have these expectations built up and you're told all year, hey, you're going to be unreal. You're going to win the playoffs. You're going to be a great team. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of other teams out there that are also very good. And so
Keep going.
And so essentially you have like all these other teams that are also being told they're very good, but only one team can win it all. True. And so every year you have this build up and this hype of like, we're going to be great. We're going to like, this is a year we figured it out. We're going to win it. And you're like, yeah, we have some cracks here and there. But then when you lose, that hurts way more than being a fan of like, oh, I don't know, like the Steelers or
Yikes.
Like Minnesota football where it's like you're garbage every year. That's all you do. You go out, you go like 4-10. Or that's way too many games, but you get what I mean. You go 4-8.
4-13.
You go 4-8, and then you're like, that's it. Okay, cool. And that's the end of your season. It's like every single season. But when you're a Buckeyes fan, a Bruins fan, you know, you have these expectations of like, we're going to be great this year. And then you have the drops. And so we lost.
Sad.
We lost against Michigan.
Yeah.
However,
For third year in a row.
Third year in a row. But
Yeah.
there's a silver lining here.
Okay.
This year is different from the previous 2 years because we hung with them. Like it came down. The only reason we lost is because of two biffed plays by who we've all known to be the greatest weakness in Ohio State football, Kyle McCord.
Kyle. Yeah. Sad.
So
I want to like the guy a lot, but
I want to like him, but when you look at him playing in Indiana in the first game of the season versus literally this past weekend, there's been no change, development, growth, anything. He has not changed at all.
it's tough.
And he locks onto receivers that get covered and then he just throws it anyways. And you're like, I don't know what to do about that.
Yeah.
And I think it also hurts a lot because Harbaugh, as we know, was not on the sidelines.
Classic.
And we still lost.
Yeah,
but it was a game. It was a game of inches. It was not a blowout like the previous years.
No, it was close. It was tough. It was hard to watch.
Yeah,
because there was
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, there were a lot of plays where we could have done something really good, and we never really got the timing right. You know, like I think the first quarter we threw an interception.
Oh yeah,
and to my understanding, there haven't been really many. Like Kyle hasn't thrown that many this year. He threw 2 this game. Like that was hard. Like the last play of the game was an interception. That was just a hard
And that was during a monster drive that they looked like, hey,
oh, yeah.
Ohio State might actually pull this one out.
We had, 2 really nice passes, and then the third one was just stolen right from us. Yeah. So yeah,
I think there's that, and then also, what was I gonna say? Oh, this was like a must win for Ohio State, I feel like, because it was like if we won, then we also could call into question the previous 2 years of the whole sign stealing stuff. Yeah. Had we won this game, I don't think it would be crazy for Ohio State fans to sit here and be like, hey, what's that make you say about the previous 2 years? You guys only won because you had our signs. Now when it's even fight, we win even on their 100%. If we had won, if they had continued that drive and got touchdown, I'd be sitting here saying, yo, Michigan is not that good, and it's been obvious. They just needed our signs to win. And as soon as they had a real team, they couldn't hang with them. But also, I do think both teams belong in the playoffs.
Have they? What's that looking like? I don't really.
Tonight, they released the rankings again.
Okay.
And those are
because we're still number 2, but probably going down after.
But we're probably going to drop in
a couple hours. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think Michigan's going to go number 1?
I do.
Who's 1 right now? Georgia?
I do think. Yeah. Okay. I do think Michigan's going to go number 1. Georgia didn't look great against Georgia Tech. They looked fine, but they weren't like crazy good. Yeah, I do think so.
Well, we'll see.
But honestly, I don't know. I think there's still a world in which Ohio State gets in. I haven't done the research as to what's required for that to happen. I think it would take like some fluke losses in the championship games here coming up. It's because they have the conference championships going on. So yeah. I think it would take a fluke loss in there for Ohio State to happen. But they still have like a 52% chance of getting in last I saw.
Cool.
Which is better than Oregon, which has only 50%.
Okay. They suck, so that's why.
Yeah. I don't know. I think next year, too, they're expanding the playoff teams. So it'll be, I think, a 12-team playoff.
Yeah.
So instead of just the 12 teams get in. And then at that case, and also we're doing away with the East-West divisions in the Big Ten, meaning next year there's a real chance of having Ohio State versus Michigan, and literally the next weekend, Ohio State versus Michigan again.
Really?
At a neutral site for the Big Ten championship.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Which I think would be crazy. But.
Yeah, weird. Sad game. It's weird, like, because obviously we were undefeated, and obviously Ryan Day, good, like, really good record, but on, like, the biggest games, he can't pull it together, which is weird.
But the weird thing is it's not the biggest games, it's just against Michigan.
And then,
because we played Georgia.
Last year's game was tough.
Against Georgia?
Georgia game, yeah.
That was some of the best coaching he's ever done.
Really?
We hung with Georgia, like the juggernaut, undefeated, monster Georgia, and it came down to literally a field goal.
Yeah.
We led in that game, I think, 2 times, and we couldn't get it done because we had a field goal, miss.
That was 8 months before I started caring about football. So.
But I mean, saying like that game, that's why it's just kind of like, okay, so it's not a Ryan Day problem as much as it's a Ryan Day at Michigan problem.
Yeah.
Because he'll go 11-0 every single year, but it just comes down to playing Michigan, and I think he just gets in his own head.
I guess.
Because then it's like, I think he overthinks it, and then he gets in against Georgia, and he's like, oh, this is just a really hard opponent, and we'll be great. Because his sideline demeanor at Georgia completely different from every time he's played Michigan. Yeah,
I'll have to keep an eye out for the next game because I was watching pretty closely this last one. So
yeah,
interesting stuff. Well,
it was heartbreaking.
Get him next year.
Yeah,
I hope.
I should hope so.
Yeah, all growing up, Michigan was terrible, and so it's just since recently.
It is a weird feeling.
But it's fun to like a team that's good. It's hard when they don't pull it together when they need to.
Do you ever sometimes wish, I mean, you're new, I guess, to being into football.
Yeah.
But sometimes, at least in hockey, sometimes I wish I was a fan of, the Sharks. Or just some team that, doesn't really do much every year, and you're just kind of we win some games, we lose some games. It's just fun, we just like the sport. But like with Boston, every year you're like deep playoff run expectations from basically the entire league every year, and you're like, can we just have like a year off where we don't have those expectations?
I don't know.
But also, I wouldn't want to give that up because then it's like then we're not good.
Ask me on Everything Bagel episode 450 how I'm feeling, because by then it'll be a few years since I've gotten into football.
Be a huge Buckeyes fan.
Oh yeah.
So why'd you get into football all of a sudden?
Well, because we went to that. Oh yeah, we went to a game.
Oh, we did.
Well, in September. And I think after that I was like, man. I also have a couple good friends now who are really into sports, and it's like I need to. Sometimes you need to like get into something to have stuff to talk about and like understand what they're talking about, because they're talking about sports all the time. So I'm like, I feel like I at least want to know like who we're playing each week and who wins, and then like learn some of the names of the players. So then like when we're talking, I can at least follow a conversation. And then I feel like I started to watch games, and I think so twice now this season I've been at Ohio Stadium, the Shoe, and like kind of just being there, you're like, okay, it's starting to click why this is like great. And then like actually watching them play and seeing like, okay, there's actually so much going on the field, and like understanding different plays and trying to figure out what the other team's going to do, offense versus defense. Like actually just thinking about being a player I think it has helped me understand and like appreciate football. It's not just like you get 4 chances to move the ball. It's like, okay, there's actually so many different, like, it's more than just you throw it or do you pass it. It's like, okay, you're trying to find the gap when you're running it. Mm-hmm. And when you do find the gap, it's like, and then they break out, it's like, ooh, that was big. Because that doesn't happen all the time. Or when you make a nice play, like a nice pass.
It feels good.
Like, it feels nice. And, thinking about even like the quarterback, what he's doing. Like, he's looking for somebody, he doesn't see him, he takes off running. Like, that's pretty cool, too.
You ever think about, like, what must be going on in their head?
It's crazy.
I think I would get, like, way too in my head to be a quarterback.
A lot.
For even on a college football level.
Yeah.
Just as far as, like, after a play that you botch, not being like, oh, everyone saw that. Oh, no. Like, their ability to just kind of be like, well, all right, next one.
It's wild.
It's just, yeah.
And 4 downs, kind of 3 downs to get 10 yards often just kind of goes by like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, teams are going, like, turning over all the time. And I don't know, it's a cool sport. I think I haven't really appreciated it before. And when you don't actually watch it.
It's hard to at Cedarville, honestly.
Well, yeah, because Cedarville's.
Yeah, and I mean, just like for some reason, the people that went to Cedarville, at least a lot of people that I came in contact with, just like not huge college football people.
A lot of homeschool.
I mean, I guess that could be some of it, but just like people didn't really care. Like it wasn't really like a college football kind of a thing. It was more so than Minnesota. I'll tell you that. I
feel like it was harder in college too to have an extra 4 hours free on a Saturday to watch a game.
Really?
At least for me.
Dude, I could watch I had so much time to watch college football in school. That's like all I did most Saturdays. Yeah. Especially once I really got into it, like junior year. Well, junior year is actually good point on junior year. I was kind of busy that year.
It is. It's
but
harder.
My senior year,
it's harder.
That's like all I did most Saturdays. Just like sat and watched college football. And then also when I was expelled, just sat and watched college football. And then when I came back, dude, the amount of college football I was watching when I came back.
I should have gotten expelled and then
borderline
had to redo senior year.
Dude.
Should have.
That's like all we could have roomed together. It would have been fun.
That would have actually been kind of fun.
Well, that's like all I did.
Dang it.
Every single Saturday, I would just like wake up, go to Chuck's because I was living on campus again, and then just go sit on one of the lounge chairs that it took and put in my room because I didn't have seating.
Classic.
And just like put games on and just like rip through games until it was bedtime.
You have a nice TV too, nice big TV.
Yeah, I do. So. It's nice. But I just sit there and just rip through games. It's great. Yeah.
Well,
we watched the championship, the national championship. You came over for that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
In my new place.
I've watched football, but I feel like this season I actually kind of understand what's going on. I'm like trying to even learn like all the positions. I still don't know everything, but
dude, I still don't know everything on the positions. Especially once you get in like the lines.
I'm good then.
No idea.
Yeah.
I know like a decent amount. I don't know. I know who I should be talking to. I'm kind of in that same point where it's like I like college football. I love watching it, but also I'm not like a football guy. Like, I don't know football very well.
Like, did you grow up playing anything?
No.
Okay.
I grew up with hockey. Like that's the only sport though. So I'm a hockey guy, where it's like I like the sport, I like rooting for my team, but I also know generally what's happening on the ice. Football, I'm kind of more of like I really like watching it. It's fun to watch. I'm learning more about it, but also if you showed me 2 coverages, I couldn't tell you which one was zone and which one was man. I would just look and be like, couldn't tell you, no idea. But other people who are like really into football can look at that and go like, oh, they're in man right now. Oh, they're in zone coverage here.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know exactly. I know what those mean.
Yeah.
So that's big.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But I couldn't tell you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, fascinating stuff. Football. Guess we'll see what happens with bowl games
this weekend. Yeah, we have this weekend where Michigan's playing Iowa.
Okay.
And we'll probably destroy them. But I love a world in which Iowa randomly is like wins. That'd be funny.
That would be awesome.
I would love that.
I like Iowa as a
I
state.
do too, yeah. It's a good state.
Yeah.
Corn, Des Moines.
Des Moines. Cedar Rapids. Just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
Is Cedar Rapids in Iowa? Yeah. I didn't know that.
Davenport. Waterloo. That's a great town name. If I could pick a town to live in, Waterloo.
Yeah.
Nice town name.
It's a good town name.
Yeah. So,
you know, there's a lot of Columbuses in the U.S.
Really?
Yeah, I was looking for Columbus. I don't remember what for. But it pulled up like a bunch of Columbuses across like a bunch of states. I was like, oh, wow. We're not unique at all. But then again, there's not many unique Ohio city names.
Beaver Creek.
Yeah, that's actually
probably the only one.
Bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Xenia is pretty unique.
Xenia, that's true. Springfield, there's about 900 of those.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's only 50 states. So
and like Delaware is like the name of an entire state. So it's like Peru's a country.
Yeah. Lima, that's a bean. So
yeah.
Like, frick.
Can't believe they named a town after a bean.
Toledo, that's like when you like Holy Toledo. Like they stole it from a remark.
Did you know there was like a legit battle in Toledo about like if Michigan or Ohio owned Toledo? Did you know about that?
They can have Toledo.
It was in like the 1800s. Oh. It was like a battle. It was like people got mad and like fought each other for a little bit.
They went postal on them.
And then they were like, okay, fine, you can have it. And we're like, thanks.
Wow. Good for us.
Yeah. So we kind of won
awesome.
That. Take that as a dub, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I feel like since our last episode, I feel like I'm a real Ohio resident now. Obviously, I lived in Ohio last year, Xenia.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like people know this at this point. I almost moved to Iowa over the summer, and I was pretty close to moving to Iowa, so that's why I like it. It's a nice state. But I decided to stay in Ohio, and then moved here to Beaver Creek. If you're watching on YouTube, shout out. We're in a new setting, my bedroom, but yeah, I decided to stay here and feel like a real Ohio resident now. I feel like I'm not just like a guy who happens to live in Ohio. Like I'm a guy who actually decided to live in Ohio. So I got since that day, I just said that weird, I got an Ohio license plate.
Oh, really?
And I got an Ohio license.
Wow.
The card. The little card with my
So
face.
why'd you have, I'm wondering myself now, because I still have Minnesota plates and Minnesota license. Well, what made you have to do that?
Here's what happened. Within probably 4 days of each other, I decided I wasn't going to move. And then I basically realized that like 4 days after that, or whatever, a week after that, my license and my license plates were going to expire. So then I had to really quickly like get those switched. So it's kind of frantic.
So did you just renew your registration in Ohio?
I had to change my title over to Ohio. It was a whole thing.
Yeah,
I had to get like a temporary tag for a month because I had to get my title. I had to go to the BMV, Bureau of Motor Vehicle. I had to get my title switched. Well, actually, I had to go to the title office, get that switched. I had to go back, get the other thing.
That sounds terrible.
It was a whole process.
Yeah, I don't want to do that at all.
If you're in Ohio and you live near Xenia and you want to go do car stuff, the Xenia BMV, actually, I had a great experience.
Pretty fast.
I went there probably 3 or 4 times in August, in September.
Honestly, is that nice down spot. Back by kind of where I used to live?
Yeah, past that.
Yeah.
So it was nice though. And then got my license switched over. But yeah, Ohio boy.
I'm fighting that actively. I'm actively fighting Ohio right now. I'm at war with the state.
All right.
I'm trying my best to move, or I would really like to get out of Ohio.
Yeah.
I'm here at least until February, but I'm really I'm looking at every opportunity possible, praying a lot, just being like, I really don't want to be in Ohio much longer.
Any top contenders for
Utah?
Really? Okay,
Utah.
I knew you were thinking that earlier.
Yeah, Utah is still very much top contender. Yeah, I told you because we both. Well, I kind of had a bit of a I need to get out of here moment, and I actually started trying to legitimately trying to pricing out apartments and talking to my work about a transfer. Didn't end up doing that because I was kind of like, this is all too fast, and also I need to make some money and hold on to it for a sec, not just because I was living kind of freely with the cash instead of saving and because the cost of living in Ohio is so low, it's a good decision if you want to be leaving eventually to bankroll, save money, hold on to it, and so that way when you do move, you don't have to take as much of a hit. So I'm doing that now, and also kind of looking around. I'm also looking at another position at my work that's more travel based.
Oh,
where you're based in Ohio but you travel a lot,
long term.
No, week trips.
Okay.
So I'm kind of I would be down for that, honestly.
Kind of fun.
Sure, I still live in Ohio, but at least I get to go places. I like traveling.
Yeah.
I like traveling when I'm not paying for it, too.
Oh, yeah. Same.
That's really fun.
I get to do that sometimes with work. Yeah. It's nice.
So, I don't know. I've been toying with that. I'll be here. I'll be here at least till February, though.
Okay.
Because that's when my lease... I can't move out until February.
Yeah.
Anyways, so... And even then, I think I want to... If I do end up getting a position here in Ohio that has travel, I'll probably try to find another apartment or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like my apartment, but it's I don't love it.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah.
Man, Utah is very pretty.
Gorgeous.
I do.
My sister lives there now, and she sends pictures of hikes that she'll do. She's like, yeah, this is 15 minutes from my house. Just a gorgeous hike. It's unreal.
What city is she in?
Salt Lake.
Okay.
Literally, Salt Lake is so close to so much stuff.
Yeah. You could, convert.
Yeah, I would jump ship.
Yeah.
Be like, yo, I'm actually LDS now.
Yeah. So you could.
I don't think I'm interested in that.
I guess I could do that here too. Probably won't.
Yeah, the Xenia Church or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Join
Temple. The
Stake.
Temple.
That's what it's award.
Huh?
This is like a Mormon terminology. You wouldn't get it.
They give steaks out as awards?
On steaks on a golden plate.
I don't know if you're serious or not. Are you serious?
No, I think it's S-T-A-K-E.
Steak.
Steak. It's correct me if I'm wrong. It's in a town. It's divided into different stakes or wards. One of those words is right. And then depending on which stake / ward you're in, you go to a specific Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. / temple. And then you have a stake leader, who I think is the bishop. And then you... and
the head honcho, if you will.
Yeah, he's the godfather.
He's the big cheese.
Yeah, he's the man. He's okay. I can't think of anything else.
All I know is Deseret.
What?
All I know is Deseret.
Desert rat.
Deseret.
Desert
rat. S-E-R-T. Deseret. It's this big word. They love that word.
S-E-R-T space R-A-T.
Look up Deseret. It's a big word they love. I don't know why. I'll just look it up.
Yeah,
I don't know. They're super into Deseret. I don't really know. I think it means peace or something like that. Oh. Something lame.
Peas sucks, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Peas? Like the veg?
No, yeah. Peas. Peas stinks. Peas are cool. I like peas.
Okay.
Deseret. Honey. Oh, it means honeybee.
What?
Why do they love it so much?
Deseret?
Under the name Deseret, a word from the Sacred Book of Mormon meaning honeybee and signifying industry.
They just made up a new word for
no,
bee.
Deseret's big in Utah. Deseret is a Book of Mormon term from the book of Ether, 2 verse 3. I think they just took the S out and just were oh, it's the Book of Esther. Oh, just kidding. Ether now. Meaning honeybee, and it's I guess, used to signify industry and growth and stuff. Okay, that makes more sense then. I thought it was just a word they like to say, like
Yeah.
peace be upon you type vibes going.
Ether. They just
No,
take
Deseret. Ether's a book.
Oh. Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. Ether and
Ether is
Mordecai.
Ether. The list.
Queen Ether.
Ether and Mordecai.
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 Uncle Mordecai.
What is that
think they're
from?
gonna hurt me. It's from the Book of Esther.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was their uncle.
Yeah.
I don't know why I forgot that. I thought they were just like pals.
No, uncle and niece.
Yeah.
Man, crazy stuff.
That is nuts. One of my coworkers is having a baby.
Oh, you're gonna be an uncle.
Her wife is. His wife is.
You're gonna be an. You're gonna be an aunt.
My coworker Joey's wife is having a child.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's excited.
When?
I don't know.
Where?
Pretty soon. Ohio.
How? Just kidding.
Normal.
Normal way. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So
I don't know why I'm just offering up that information.
that's okay. Something else I've been really getting into recently. I feel like I've talked about this maybe before, but the game GeoGuessr.
Oh yeah.
I've gotten back into it.
Over
it? Thanksgiving break.
Were you out of it for a sec?
Oh yeah, for a while. I've been on the Google Maps train, choo-choo, for a while now.
No, I do love some Google Maps.
Ask my friend Tanner from work, from episode 39. I probably, don't tell my boss, but probably more than doing actual work, I'm on Google Maps.
Are you just looking around?
Just kind of looking around.
Yeah. Where's your favorite area to explore?
I like exploring. I like trying to find like a place that I've been to in the past, based on like my memory. So if I'm thinking about like, it's fun to do that. Or
I like that.
Yeah. Or like for example, I went on a couple summers ago the Transformed tour, and I like trying to go through and like thinking about a specific day on the tour. Like we were in North Platte, Nebraska, and we were walking across this bridge, and some hooligans threw cereal at us, and it hit one of the girls and exploded on her, the cereal bag, and knocked her ice cream into the river. And did I ever tell that story?
What's going on in Nebraska where hooligans whip cereal at people?
It was a weird day. We were in Nebraska because we were on a tour bus, and we had to like stop for a day because the guy couldn't drive longer than he was allowed to, like on a daily basis. We had to stop to do laundry. We only had the bus, and so the guy had to sleep. And so the bus was parked at a hotel. We had to walk from the hotel to the laundromat. We do that. We come back. And then we go, hey, we kind of want ice cream. We saw Cold Stone or whatever near the laundromat. So then it's like getting darker. And we walk across the bridge. It's getting kind of dark. We get some ice cream. It's going well. Having a good time. We walk back. We're crossing the bridge. This car drives by with like some teenagers in it. And they're like yelling at us. They're saying some mean words.
Man.
And okay, yeah. Okay, this is actually on the way back from the laundromat. Just scratch the ice cream thing. That was in a different city. We're on the way back from because detail of it, we're all carrying like our laundry bags, and we're all wearing like pretty much matching shirts, so we kind of look like a weird cult.
I guess I would throw cereal at someone like that.
And teenagers drive by, they're yelling at us. We're like, okay. They like circle around the highway, or I don't know, the road. They probably 2 minutes later they drive by again, and they like pull a Nerf gun on us as they're trying. They go
pull out the strap.
They go Nerf postal on us.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, and so we're like, okay. They drive by one more time, and my friend Sarah is in front of me, I think, or like two people in front of me or something. We had ice cream. We got ice cream because she's holding ice cream. Oh gosh, I'm getting old in my memory. And we just like hear them drive by again yelling, and then we just within a moment, her ice cream cone goes flying, and then there are Cocoa Puffs flying everywhere. They whapped her in the face with the Cocoa Puffs. They explode literally just all over the place, these Cocoa Puffs. The teenagers are gone into the horizon. And kind of a scary moment, honestly.
Was she like okay?
She was fine, but we were all a little like, ugh. Because we were still on this bridge out in the open. It was getting dark. We're like, they've already Nerf gunned us. Like, what else are they going to do?
And they've serialed you.
Yeah. And
so what's the next level up from a serial?
Serial
killer.
Yeah. So we were, honestly, you know how much Captain Crunch kind of gets the roof of your mouth? Imagine one of those guys hitting you in the eye.
Was it like a throw type thing, or was it like a held out the window and...
It was a throw. But they were going pretty fast, and so like the momentum of that just...
I just like think about, did they have it just in the car and we're like, we need something to throw? I got this bag of Cocoa Puffs.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, it really is.
But that happened. And it would be fun for me right now to go in Google Maps. I know where the town is, but then find the exact
bridge,
spot.
Find the people that were driving the car.
And then drop a pin, say,
This you?
Cocoa Puffs incident of 2022.
Yeah.
Colorized 2022.
No. Was that just last summer? Yeah.
Yep, because it was after
crazy.
I graduated.
Wow, I didn't realize that. I don't know why.
Crazy.
But
yeah, so it's Google Maps. But GeoGuessr's fun. And have you ever heard of Rainbolt?
Yeah, he's
YouTube?
like unbelievably
He's
good
like the pro. It. We were watching a video because my like dad and sister and I were getting into it. And I was like trying to figure out, okay, like what are some tips for this? And I was like, I know Rainbolt, he's really good. So he like dropped a video about like 40 best tips he has. And he's literally like, all right, so if you see this...
I think I watched the same video.
...road sign and it has, red, white, and yellow on it in this order, that means that you're in the western half of southern Mongolia. And then he's like, that one's pretty helpful if you're trying to figure out like if you're in north or south or west Mongolia. I'm like, okay, you taking notes? Like, yeah, I got that. And he's like, okay, then if you look down here, you can see like the dirt here is like
that's what I was gonna say.
Kind of like dark brown, but then there's like little tufts of grass. That means you're probably on a Tuesday in the north of Moscow. Like if you want to know which neighborhood in Moscow you're in, like it's probably this type of dirt.
It's funny because he's like, he'll give like a super specific thing, or he'll be like, if you look at the trees here, they're all deciduous broadleaf trees. So, and you're expecting him to be like, you're probably in South America, that continent generally. He's like, you're probably in, Bolivia, specifically this town and this street on probably this corner. And it's like, okay, I really would have preferred something more vague.
Like you're probably on 7th Street in Waterloo, Iowa. Like if you see that. So
he's crazy. I don't understand how. I think it's like, how do you get good at GeoGuessr?
I think his brain is...
He's just got to be built different mentally.
He talks really fast. His brain is obviously engineered specifically for GeoGuessr.
Yeah.
And there's another one where he was blindfolded. A guy was describing to him what the dirt looked like, and he could tell him where they were.
Did you see the one that was like this guy was like eating a bacon, egg, and cheese?
Yeah.
And he was like, this is the most unreal bacon, egg, and cheese I've ever had, and I'm not going to tell any of you where I found it because I don't want anyone else to know. And then he like did like all the back research. He's like, it's from this store at this place and this location. He's like,
you parked here, you walked 50 paces to the right, you heard the bees, what's it called? What are the bees called?
Deseret.
You're the Deseret purring.
Mm-hmm.
You took a left.
It's just where I'm gonna gatekeep this. No, you're not.
No,
it's right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's classic.
Do you think he ever did you did a version of GeoGuessr with the had to do it to him.
You know how to do it to him?
Yeah, didn't you? Or did you just look it up at one point?
He was on Google Maps.
Oh, okay.
It was under religious sites. The place where he did it to him. So we were able to find that pretty easily.
Dude, how many times do you think neighbors see him just like pull up and get out, do the pose and leave?
I probably less than you think, but probably more than any outsider would guess.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
I didn't see anybody else while I was there. Like, luckily I had some time to worship in peace. I say that.
It's much like the pilgrimage to Mecca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except that one is, there's a lot of people doing that. And it doesn't really mean a lot.
Yeah.
But the thing that I did, really,
that means a lot. You were different after.
I did feel different.
You were noticeably different after your pilgrimage had to do it to him site.
I think if you blindfolded me right now and you drove me to that spot and you pushed me out of the car, I was still blindfolded. You would know exactly. I think I would know, and I would instinctively give him one of those. Wow. So
someday I'll make that trip, but I don't think I'm ready for that right now.
No. Yeah. It's
you have to go when you're called, and I haven't been called yet.
Yeah. And if you are not in the right state of mind. Yeah. Lucky Luciano, the guy who
whatever happened to him?
I think he's in jail.
Oh no. Are you serious?
Let's look him up.
That bums me out.
Lucky.
I was hoping he was doing some sort of real estate. I feel like he's a real estate looking guy.
Where okay, well I guess Lucky Luciano is a guy, he was a gangster. But this guy that was his name on Twitter. You know how to do it. He was
oh man, look at that guy.
Yeah, what's he up to now? Okay, this is an article from 2019. You know how to do it to him. Lucky Luciano OG. Lucky Luciano. This was September 2014.
I wonder,
it's almost been 10 years.
He just posted a picture and the entire world was like, ha, that's a funny pose to do.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, found it. In 2018. Look at his mugshot.
Do you think that was really recent? That was really quick.
This was 2018.
He starts a GoFundMe?
The man behind the viral meme you had to do it to him was arrested a couple months ago and has started a GoFundMe page to recoup fees and potentially sue the police. Over the weekend, Lucky Luciano tweeted a link to his GoFundMe, raising $7,000. Currently, it has raised just under $200.
Yeah.
He said, I recently got arrested over BS. I was followed, stalked, and detained unlawfully by officers who were trying to ruin my life. Wow. They found this funny, amusing, and tormented me the whole time.
I love how he doesn't say what he did.
Yeah.
This was lame.
They found this funny, amusing, hysterical.
Bro hit the thesaurus for funny.
Yeah. He said, I sat in jail, prison, behind bars.
in lockup. And the worst part was the Dementors, for sure.
The Dementors. I was given no bond. My charges were upped dishonestly and slapped over with a bunch of costs. I'm making this GoFundMe for the sole purpose of legal costs, court fees.
He was given no bond?
He did it again. Legal costs, court fees. Yeah, I guess not.
That means he did something really bad where the judge was like, you're not safe to be out.
What? Okay, it says the 21-year-old was arrested on May 12th for drug possession charges, was released on June 1st. Wow. There he is. I guess that was 4 years ago.
A fellow wearing that, I would not assume had drug charges.
Yeah, who would give him drugs?
He's the guy that sells oregano and is this is the purest weed in the world.
This is the goods.
This is the good stuff.
Yeah. Wow. Well, there he is.
That's kind of a rough thing to find out.
They say don't meet your heroes, and
yeah. I'm glad you haven't.
I've never met him, but I've felt his aura. So
I didn't know he captioned the picture. I had to do it to him. Yeah. I didn't know he did that. I thought it was just a saying people developed.
That's a classic.
I had to do it to him.
No, he coined it. He's a tortured genius. That's what he is.
We were doing those pictures for Ethan's wedding where we had the couples per se picture. Where it was just Ethan and you.
Oh yeah.
And you would do a pose or something.
Yeah.
I was freaking out leading up to mine. I have no idea what to do. You had such a good one though.
What was mine?
I don't remember, but it was I remember seeing it being
it was so good.
No, I remember seeing it being dang it, dude. Crap. That's a really good idea.
Oh.
I couldn't think of anything. And someone called out, do the Spider-Man meme. And I was like, oh, that's perfect.
That was pretty good, actually.
Shout out whoever said that. But, yeah, dude.
Caleb, maybe?
I think Caleb's funny.
What did we do? I love that we were both like, oh, yeah, it was so good. What was it?
It was good. I just remember seeing it being like, that's such a good idea. Was it like rock, paper, scissors? I think it was rock, paper, scissors.
Maybe. Thumb wrestle.
Because
I beat him, and then I got some flack for beating him.
Why?
I beat him in the thumb wrestle.
Who'd you get flack from?
Hey, let the groom win.
Oh, I don't remember that. I barely remembered you got
the actual
thumb
Lucky
wrestling.
Luciano, the mobster, was there.
It was like, hey, what do you think you're doing?
Let him win, or I'm gonna have my way with your kneecaps.
Why did you have to do it to him like that?
Hey, why'd you do it? Hey.
Either way, I don't know what made me think of that, but I was like, that put me in such a stress bind for a second. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do?
Say you're scared, terrified,
alarmed, appalled,
freaked out,
stressed, anxious,
postal.
Yeah, I was about to go postal on the whole wedding.
That would have been a funny picture if you went postal. Would have been awesome.
Yeah, Ethan like went insane. We asked him to do like a funny picture, and he like lost his mind.
He he had no bond.
I did not get. Oh no, is it bail or bond?
No parole.
No life without parole.
Here's something I'm thankful for: is I've never been arrested.
That's nice.
Not bad. Therefore, I don't really know what any of those words actually mean.
I've never been arrested, but I feel like I've watched enough YouTube to learn what some of the words means. Because sometimes, okay, you got me. I'll watch court cases on YouTube.
Yeah, you got me.
It's a little bit of advice.
That's okay.
It's fun.
In case you're ever in a court, like, you got to know what to say.
Oh, no, I would not know anything. I would definitely put myself in jail if I ever tried to represent myself in court.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I don't know. It's fun to watch sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I know bail is when you're first arrested and they hold you and they say, we'll let you back out if you pay us this much money, but you have to come back for your court date. Oh. And so sometimes there's these companies called bail bonds, I think. And those are like, they'll loan you the money at an exorbitant interest rate. Oh. And then you can get out, but you have to pay them back for it. And also you have to show up for your court date. And if you don't show up for your court date, then they can like come get you.
Wow. The
bail bond people can come get you.
Wow. And
bring you to court. And they're like kind of given legal whatever you want to do with them to get them to court. It's crazy.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I'm trying to like not get arrested, I think.
I'm still thinking about it.
The more I think about it, I'm just like, that doesn't seem worth it.
No. I wouldn't do it.
The only way I would be interested in getting arrested if it was like for like a white collar crime. Like fraud.
Oh.
I was checking my tweets earlier. Just I was like, am I a funny guy on Twitter? I don't know.
How often do you tweet these days?
Not very often.
I haven't been on Twitter in a while.
Oh, really? I'm on it pretty often just because that's where all of it's happening for college football.
Yeah.
So, but I was on there. I was like, am I even funny? The answer is somewhat.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I saw a tweet that I put out about wanting to do financial fraud. And I was like, if I'm ever caught for that, it's on the people who were hunting me to not figure it out sooner because I literally tweeted, I want to do fraud.
Like you said, I'm going to commit fraud.
I literally was like, anyone know how to get into financial fraud?
How did you figure it out? How do you do it?
No one answered.
Oh.
Let's
check out some of your tweets.
Further down.
Who's Johnny?
From Johnny and from Devil Went Down to Georgia.
From the song?
Yeah.
I just know Johnny was a terrible gambler. Because how are you going to take a bet with the devil or the payout win a fiddle contest against the devil when you're staking your literal soul? Because that was tough to read.
Yeah, I don't think I really was thinking when I wrote that.
That's at a 10th grade reading level. I'm still in middle school.
Basically, what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying though? Like, how is he going to take that bet where it's like either what, you win a fiddle made of gold or you lose your actual soul to the devil?
That's a tough one.
And he's like, yeah, give me that deal.
That's tough.
I guess if you know you're going to win.
I want to meet anyone who unironically put Dance Monkey on while they drive somewhere. That's rough.
You ever think about that?
I'm going to retweet that one.
Like, someone probably went in their, like, got in their car at some point. I was like, oh, Dance Monkey.
They're like, they made a conscious decision.
Put it on. They're like, I want to listen to that right now.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever wanted to listen to it.
That's really...
It just has been like forced into my ears.
Oh yeah, that song's terrible.
Via like Coles and stuff.
That's really tough. When I was a kid, my class would go on ski trips, and I remember the cool kid one time brought a Red Bull on the bus to the mountain. We were all like, yo, what? Isn't that alcoholic? You shouldn't be doing that. Also, he's so cool. Wow. Then the next week, he did the same thing and brought his iPod with earbuds and shared them with his cool friend. They sang Justin Bieber's Baby and aloud, and everyone was so impressed. Like, they're so cool. So I want to be like them. That's small Christian school.
You ever have those moments? Sometimes I think about that. Like, they literally brought like Red Bull and
like,
listened to Justin Bieber.
Drunk and listening to like secular music right now.
Exactly, on the way to a ski trip, and he snowboards.
Oh my god!
And it was just like, oh my goodness, this guy is so cool. He's so cool.
He is off his rocker.
I know I shouldn't want to be like him, but I want to be like him so bad right now.
Yeah, and that kid's Justin Bieber leads to committing fraud.
Oh, 100%. I'm sure he does fraud.
What's he up to?
Fraud.
Really?
Yeah.
Like currently?
Yeah, he's just doing fraud.
That's awesome.
I have no idea. That was from like New Hampshire school. So.
Ooh, what's Justin Bieber up to?
Oh, him?
Yeah.
Fraud.
Probably fraud. Probably they're probably working together.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. No, I think he's chilling. Biebs?
Yeah.
The Biebs?
Is he married still?
Yeah.
Haley?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're married, and I think he's just like I don't know. Is he making new music? I haven't seen anything.
I don't know
from him.
Where do you think? Celebrities or I don't understand. What do they do?
I think they're just like famous.
And
then that just like pays for itself.
Does somebody like JB? Does he go to Kroger? Or does he have to hire somebody to do that?
I guarantee he has like a personal chef.
Does he go anywhere?
Honestly, I want to be famous enough where like money's not really an issue, but also not so famous that I can't go shopping for myself.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I want to go get myself a sweet little treat, and the idea of having to have someone else get it for you, not that great.
That's tough.
I think my favorite part of acquiring a sweet treat is like the going to get it. And immediately after you get it, because consuming it isn't even always that fun. It's the act of getting it and acquiring it that is the most fun. I'm
more of the drinking it part. That's fun.
I'm a big, I'll get my sweet treats are usually a soda.
We should tag team. You go get the thing and then I drink it.
But I want like the first few sips though.
Yeah, you can have them.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good deal.
As long as you spit it right back out in my mouth.
Ah, baby bird.
Baby bird.
Mm-hmm.
You have any tweets about that?
Tweaka.
Yeah, okay, I see this financial fraud tweet. I'll retweet it.
What did I say?
Anyone know how to do financial fraud? Looking to get into it?
Yeah.
These tweets are underappreciated, I think. You didn't get any likes.
That usually is how it goes.
Barry is the single greatest show ever. Who's Barry?
The show that I like.
It's called Barry?
Yeah.
Is it about Barry B. Benson?
No, it's about a guy named Barry that's played by, what's his name? Bill Hader.
Oh.
It's very funny. I liked it. See, basically, in the dog days of summer, that's when I'm tweeting out my funny stuff. But then once sports are on, I'm like locked in.
I like this one. I think my favorite part about owning a dishwasher is washing the dishes after they come out of the dishwasher.
Yeah, I'm a big dishwasher hater. We knew that though.
Yeah, you're like my grandma. Making this baseball. You're like baseball now?
Yeah, I'm into baseball.
How did you make the text so big?
I don't know. I was just looking at that myself. Why is that giant? This is good podcasting.
I like your tweets. These are funny.
This is good.
The raisin to everything ratio is way off in the trail mix these days. It's true.
Yeah.
Imagine how good a Blue Starburst. Are they not? Are there not any?
No.
That's crazy.
Wouldn't that be crazy? Because blue is the best flavor for everything. Blue Gatorade, blue Sour Patch Kids, blue Jolly Ranchers. Name something that's blue and isn't the best. Blue Cool Ranch.
Yeah. Well, I would argue dark red spicy nacho is the best.
Like you're wrong, but that's fine.
Okay.
I think Cool Ranch is just the best you can get as far as Doritos go.
All right.
What else? I mean, like, I just can't think of a blue something that I don't like. If it's edible and blue, I'm usually into it.
Windex?
Edible.
Okay. Blue.
Yeah. Still Windex. Probably one of my favorite cleaning detergents. Seems kind of cool.
Yeah. Light blue Gatorade actually is the best.
I like just like the blue, whatever blue is.
They're both
blue.
good.
I can't think of the light blue. I usually don't get Gatorade, actually. I'm a big, remember the old bottles of Gatorade that were built like a tank? Like they were like cylindrical instead of like the weird curved ones now. Those big old ones. They're like 32 ounces.
Chunky boys.
Oh, now they're only 28.
Like you could run that thing over with your car and your car would split in half.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Those are the days. I'm a big Powerade guy, though.
Yeah.
Just the blue Powerades. They can cure anything.
Any blue electrolyte drink is maybe the best.
Superior, yeah. So. Except for Body Armor. Blue Body Armor, way too sweet.
Bad? I've only had the straw banana.
I feel like Body Armor in general, really, really, really sweet. Too sweet for me.
I think it's good.
I much prefer just Powerade. Just give me a Powerade.
Give me a little dish of Body Armor. A little blue Dorito chip. I'm dipping that.
Yes, please. And then finish it off with a blue Starburst.
Yes. Give me a little blue chip. A little blue Starburst in the middle. Sandwich.
You know what I've been getting into recently?
No.
Speaking of sweet treats.
I don't.
Gushers. You can get like...
You have any?
Not on me.
Crap.
You can get like a hanging bag of fruit Gushers from most gas stations.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I just pound through them and then feel terrible.
Gushers are awesome.
They're so good.
How many are in one of those bags?
A good amount.
We talking 30?
I would say at least.
Wow.
At least 30 Gush. 30 Gush, yeah.
Sounds awesome.
It's pretty good.
Man.
So, if you go to Sheetz, they always have them at Sheetz.
Okay. I like Sheetz.
Yeah.
None around here.
No.
Sad.
Not really.
Yeah.
I had this weird sick thing going too. And it started after I ate like a whole bunch of Gushers. So I'm kind of on a break now.
That's right.
But we're healthy.
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do it again.
Yep.
Tonight. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah. I have to get gas anyways, so I'm planning on getting myself a sweet treat. Just FYI.
What we're going to do today.
I did start watching that again.
It's a great show. Well, I was going to say I'm losing steam here.
Oh, yeah? I'm just chilling at this point. I'm good to end whenever. I was about to ask what you've been watching recently.
Oh, I've been watching through Community again, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good show.
It is a really nice show.
I haven't been watching any shows except for Jeopardy. I've been really into Jeopardy. Watching the wild card round Jeopardy, right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watched some of those when I was at home this weekend. Man.
Good show.
Good.
I'm pretty decent.
Yeah?
I can usually get a good amount.
How many?
I would say per round, like per screen.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
I can usually get like 5 to 7.
Okay.
Somewhere in there. But sometimes you get one of them and like you just got nothing across the board. Like just all the categories are like super vague. You're like,
oh yeah. When it's no idea. Shakespeare.
Yeah, usually literature kills me. Poetry. And you're like, dude.
You know, Brazil.
Yeah, like it's a very specific area of the country, area of the world, and you're like, dude, I have no idea. But when it's like general knowledge, like science, usually I do pretty well.
Yeah.
History here and there.
Yeah.
Food. I don't know, just like random questions I can usually get.
Pop music of the 2010s.
I'm usually pretty good at that.
Is that a common?
No, it's happened before.
Okay.
2015 21 Pilots songs. I'm real good at that one.
It's just you would probably clean up that category.
Yeah. Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like that one a lot. When the category is like most reputable bagel-based podcasts from Southwest Ohio, mid-Southwest Ohio, that comes out on Wednesdays. Like I'm real good at that one.
And just started season 5. Yeah.
And is about to hit their stride and get sponsors that.
Yeah, this time, guys. This time we're gonna do it. This time we're gonna get big.
We're gonna get mad big.
It just requires that neither of us have any major life-altering things happen.
Yeah.
For the next few months.
I think we need to both commit to not doing anything if it doesn't mean recording the podcast.
I think we need to commit to staying as still as possible and don't pursue any sort of growth and just be stagnant.
We are
so that the podcast can grow.
Patrick Mahomes. the night before the big Chiefs game.
Yeah.
And
What does
somebody
this
says
mean?
to you, "Hey, let's just do it. Let's go ahead. Let's play some pickup basketball." You have the choice to make there.
Okay.
You got to decide. Oh, it sounds fun. It's with the guys,
And we're saying no every
and we're
time.
saying no because we're gonna screw up our ankle.
Or our wrist.
And this is me. Anytime anybody asks me to do anything, I say, "I would love to go to your baby shower. I would love to go on a date, but I can't.
Mom, Dad, I would love to call you.
I would love. Hey, boss man, I would love to come into work today and
Yep.
do my job.
Officer, I would love to pull over right now.
I would love to go to my court date, but I just can't because like
Uncle Sam, I know I've been drafted. I would love to go to war, but
love to go.
right now, there's big things on the horizon, and
Honey,
I can't postpone those.
I know your water just broke, and
I would love to
our
take you to the hospital
firstborn-
right now.
Our firstborn is about to emerge into the world, but I mean, I'm recording in like 4 days. I really got to think about
I
some
need to stay
pretty
fresh.
funny stuff to talk through.
I'm still developing my topics. You got to give me some time here.
Yeah, Andy, I know the Super Bowl's tomorrow. I know I'm the quarterback, but I'm recording the pod with the boys.
100%. We should get a guest in here sometime.
Yeah, Lincoln lives like 10 minutes from here.
Oh yeah, he does.
Lanyard,
That'd work out.
be sick. He's on episode 20 something. 15? Dad episode?
That episode.
15?
Episode.
What's your guess?
Yeah, we'll go 15. It does have to be
Alright.
different. 16.
All right.
17.
17.
Nope, 16.
Wow.
Final answer.
Okay, here's the podcast, and the answer is crap. Dang it. What'd you say?
It's 16.
Okay. 21. That's embarrassing. Wow.
21.
20.
21.
Well,
Ah.
all right, we're an hour 22 in.
Oh,
Not
shoot,
bad.
really?
And I'm running out of stuff to say.
I'm all good. We
Okay.
wrap it up.
So, hey, we're back.
Yeah, man.
We're bussing.
Yeah, we are. Fired up.
No hat.
Yes, hat.
No
No
cap.
cap. I thought you were saying no more hats. I was like, I need my hat.
You can't wear
I'm going to
hats.
get a haircut at some point.
Really?
Just that's a teaser
That's a cool.
for the YouTube people.
That's I might soon too, but maybe not. I might get some. I just want it to be long.
Really?
No,
Oh.
I don't think so.
Mine's getting really long. It's kind of become annoying to deal with, and that's when I usually cut it.
Yeah.
As soon as I get slightly inconvenienced by it, I'm like, all right, that's enough.
Where are you going?
I go to this place called Lady Jane's.
Oh, LJ.
Yeah, I got this lady on retainer,
Jane's.
Jane herself.
Wow.
Yeah, I
That's
just called her
big.
like, hey. I don't know, she did a really good job one time, and I was like, can I have like your card or something and your hours so I can always get you? And then she's like, yep. And so now
Is it actually Jane?
No, it's not actually Jane.
Oh,
It's in my wallet. Give me a sec.
yeah. I want to see this. He is pulling it out of his wallet, and he's about to read it.
It is Andrea.
Andrea.
She works 10 to 8 on Monday, 10 to 8 on Thursday, 9 to 8 on Friday, 9 to 6 on Saturday, and 10 to 5 on Sunday.
Wow. She's putting in the hours there.
Yeah, she is. I think it was like that's
9
that's,
to 8?
that's over
That's
40
awful.
hours a week.
Wow, Andrea. I mean, if you need some of our ad money, like, we'll give it to you.
Yeah, that's a lot of hours.
Yikes. Well, good for her, I guess. She's
Yeah, I guess so.
she's grinding, and
And she wrote down what I get, and so
Uh-huh.
in case she forgets, I can
What
just
do you
show it
get?
to her. T4-inch blend all scissors.
it's cute.
I don't know. It's like a special code. It's like a code. I don't know what they're saying.
Yeah. I usually get the 0001111101100.
A hex code for your haircut.
Yeah. Yeah. I was doing binary.
Oh, is that binary?
Yeah.
My bad.
No. I go GC. I've been going GC these
Big
these
Great
days.
Clips guy.
I mean, it's there. and they do an okay job.
Great clips, more like adequate clips. Mic drop.
Mic drop.
Oh,
Well, fellas and girls,
thanks for listening.
bagel boys, bagel girls.
Sorry we disappeared and didn't say anything for about 2 months, but that's just kind of part of the experience of being a Everything Bagel podcast fan.
It's really our brand to quit and then come back. With no
Well, we never
explanation.
quit. We just had things happen that required us to take some time.
I really had to go to the bathroom,
Yeah.
and I'm done now.
Yeah. I needed to go get gas.
Flush. Yeah,
I needed gas, and so
I had to go make myself a sandwich.
yeah. And between like the three of those things, it just really filled up those months.
Yeah, I mean, think about you. I mean, nowadays my commute's longer. I'm getting gas. What?
Right.
A couple times
I
a
kept
month more than I used to.
literally I spent the whole month driving to the gas station, filling up with gas, and then driving back. And as soon as I get home, I need gas again.
Yeah.
And so just doing that loop. And then I found out you don't have to get gas at the same gas station you always did, which for me is back home in Minnesota. And so I didn't have to be doing all those trips to Minnesota. And
Yeah.
so
Is that a new update?
yeah, I guess every car can take gas from
Wow.
any station.
New
So
gas drop. That's
yeah,
awesome.
it's
Good
huge.
for
So
them.
like I've been like getting gas all over the place now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got swindled. I think I went to Valvoline.
For gas?
I thought it was Valvoline, and
Goblin.
they said to me, like, you know how they'll like pull out your air filter and
Yeah.
be like, hey, this, like, you need a new one, and they'll like kind of show it to you, like, I can't see the light through it, and then they show you like the new one. Well, they did this weird. They were like, open your gas cap. So I did, and they pulled out the whole thing, and then they said, like, you see this, and then they held up like a mason jar, and they said, this is the new like gas cap that you need. And then they put a mason jar in there. And it was crazy because then after I left, like every time I went to the gas station, I mean, I would fill up real quick. But
It was like $3
by the
flat.
time I got home, I was basically halfway out of gas.
Huh.
So then, like, all I could do for 3 months was just drive to and from the gas station right by my house. So
Right.
we were basically doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It was weird. They did the same thing with my lungs.
Oh, so you have little mini lungs?
They took my lungs out.
Yeah, I opted out of that. When they asked if I wanted, I was like, I'm good. I'll keep my big ones.
They did the same thing with my bladder.
It's like the reverse of like having baby teeth
Yeah.
and like adult teeth. So like you said yes, I guess, which I don't know why, but when they offered to put your baby lungs back in,
I don't like conflict.
oh yeah, no. I was like, no, I'll keep my adult lungs.
They were like, so we think it would be nice for you if you could only breathe like you were 4 months old.
But still have the body of a 23-year-old.
Yeah.
Right.
So they did the same thing with my fingies.
Little baby fingies. That's why your mic's on a stand and I can hold mine.
Yeah.
Otherwise you'd be like,
Well, time for me to go throw a tantrum, and
yo, it'd be cute to see a little baby hold a microphone.
would be cute. Wow. Let's look up photos afterwards.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
All right. We got something to go do, guys. So we'll talk to you later.
Every speech needs a call to action.
Yeah.
So does every podcast.
Go look up a video or pictures of babies holding microphones.
And then you hear the stupid things they say because they don't have brains yet.
Yeah, dude.
Got them.
Idiot babies.
Idiots. All right. Hey,
All right.
bagel out.
Thanks for listening again. Sorry we were gone, but we're back.
And if you're new here, give us a follow.
Well, welcome to this. This is uncommon. This is a planned break that everyone knew about and was by design.
Yep.
So
Go get some gas, okay?
yeah,
Okay.
and check that you have a normal gas tank, not a mason jar.
Rate us 5 stars.
Rate 5-star.
Bagel.